The universe, as it came forth from his hand, pulsed with self-giving service and adoring worship to him, the Creator. Freedom, rather than control, characterizes his sovereignty. For true love and worship can never exist without freedom. Because this freedom has been written on our DNA by the finger of God himself, we crave it deeply. The enemy of God hates true freedom. He has put the entire human race in bondage to sin, and he mocks us as we cry out to be set free. Human governments imbued with the enemy's principles use deception, manipulation, and fear to hold the masses in chains of control. There is a war between God and his enemy. Daniel's life story, as well as his visions, reveal this war. Writing while in captivity, longing for the liberation of his people, the prophet reveals that all captives will ultimately be liberated when the Messiah returns to earth. This world is not our home. God's children languish in chains of suffering, despair, and injustice. How long before the end of our captivity? How long before our deliverer comes? How long? Not long.
I know you're asking today, how long will it take?
How long, not long. No lie can live forever. How long, not long. You will reap what you sow. Truth crushed, the earth will rise again. Yes, sir.
How long?
How long, not long. No lie can live forever. How long, not long. You will reap what you sow. Truth crushed, the earth will rise again. Yes, sir. How long, not long. No lie can live forever. How long, not long. You will reap what you sow. Truth crushed, the earth will rise again. Yes, sir.
How long will it take?
How long, not long. No lie can live forever. How long, not long. You will reap what you sow. Truth crushed, the earth will rise again. Yes, sir. How long, not long. No lie can live forever. How long, not long. You will reap what you sow. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice.
In 606 BC, as Babylon grew into a world monarchy conquering nations throughout the Middle East, it descended upon God's chosen people, the nation of Judah, in force. As part of his military campaign, King Nebuchadnezzar ordered the deportation of thousands of Jews, including the teenaged Daniel and his friends, who would then live out their days serving in the Babylonian court. God had striven with his people for centuries, but they had rebelled until he could no longer protect them. Certain ones, including Daniel and his friends, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, stayed faithful to the God of Israel, but still suffered the consequences of the nation's disobedience. They were made eunuchs, shackled, and forced to walk to Babylon over 1,000 miles away to live out their days in a foreign land, exiled.
In the third year of Jehoiakim and his pride, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came to fight, and he trapped us inside our walls till we could not hide. So now I'm looking behind to see my home for the very last time. Exile, I'm exiled, I'm exiled. From the house of our God to his God, best of our young men to train us all as his squires. So now we're fearing our fathers, lost in a fog of fire. Exile, we're exile, we're exile.
The book of Daniel couples with the book of Revelation to form the basis of biblical time prophecy. Not long after arriving in Babylon, Daniel manifested a gift for visions and dreams, and for the interpretation of dreams. These God-given abilities anointed his days in Babylon and continue to bless us today with insights into the past, present, and future, and mostly into the unfailing love of God for his children. The first prophecy in the book of Daniel came from a dream God gave to King Nebuchadnezzar, which Daniel interpreted.
In the ancient land Chaldea, in the mind of a troubled king, came a dream of power and meaning, yet the dreamer forgot everything.
But another who dreams of our future will never forget what he sees. So let's believe this dreamer, please.
The forgetter was Nebuchadnezzar, who called his magicians in. But they couldn't see much there, and they trembled with fear and chagrin.
Oh, children, remember the Spirit, who knows every dream we've dreamed, who tells us we are highly esteemed.
The king dreams, he sees the future, our deliverance at last.
The king dreams when every dreamer fails. The King of dreams holds us fast.
It's his faith, the faith of Jesus, that inspires us to believe. In our brokenness, he sees us as what we at last will be. The king dreams, the king dreams. The astrologers asked for the dream first. The king knew they bargained for time. They said only the gods can interpret. That's when the king lost his mind.
And the King of all kings saw the drama and heard the cruel death decree. And he knows how to save you and me.
When Daniel heard of the sentence, to the God of heaven he pled. Then his God revealed the mystery, and he went to the king and said,
And the King of the cosmos painted a dream in the hours of night, and shed in the mind of the prophet
A stone without hands, cut out without hands, not one bit of human devising, crushes the kingdom that cannot unite. Make way for this kingdom arising. Gold and silver, brass, iron, and clay, crushed out and shattered like chaff blown away. A stone without hands, cut out without hands, the soon coming kingdom of God is that stone. A stone without hands, cut out without hands, grew up to become a great mountain. Fill the whole earth and all others eclipsed, forever destroying the proud one. Kings they will rise up, and kings they will fall. One king will one day abolish them all. A stone without hands, cut out without hands, our soon coming kingdom of God is that stone without hands, cut out without hands, our soon coming kingdom of God is that stone. A stone without hands.
I'm a lily of the field so green, beautiful, content as can be. I grow fair beside the river, I grow bright for the giver. And I never worry, 'cause he's wrapped me in beauty. For one like me, he meets my needs. Won't he meet yours too? For one like me, he clothes in glory. Won't you also do? I'm a lily of the valley. Never let my heart be filled with greed. I grow strong to tell my story. I grow full to give God glory. And I never worry, 'cause he's wrapped me in beauty. For one like me, he meets my needs. Won't he
and brings the chilly snows. He hides me in the earth until the warm sun gives new birth. For one like me, he meets my needs, wanting me yours too. For one like me, he clothes in glory, won't you so life was written on the back of his hand. He thought he had it in control, he was in command. Fearing more than way, of course, was not in his plan. Way down in the deepest part of his heart, there lit a spark when a voice said, wanderer, lost one, all alone, hopeless, loved one, come back home. I've been waiting for you to give me She said trouble is calling, it's calling my name. She said there's nowhere I can go where I know I'm safe. Running from problems was more than she could take. But despite the broken parts of her heart, there lit a spark when a voice said, wanderer, lost one, all alone, hopeless, loved one, come back home. I've been waiting for you to give me your all. You can't imagine a space that can hold all the plans I've made for you. My promise true. When will you give me your all? Life is beating me down, so often broken that I lose count. Seems there's no help around. Someone save me, someone save me, someone save me, someone save me. Darkness knocks at my door. I pray I'm not the one he looks for, but the banging is hard to ignore. Someone save me. Someone save me. Someone save me. Someone save me. Save me. Save me. Save
Feel like a lost soul. I'm at the crossroads. Pause and froze, cause I don't know where to go. Constant crunch time, I see no sunshine. And I'd lie if I told you I was just fine. Pick up the good book, look up what it prescribes. Got me on a praise diet while I'm feeling like dying. Sighing, whining, crying, fighting, but trying. Save me, God, I know you feel the same pain I am.
Death's pain pierces like nails. Its sting is broken, its mission fails. He is risen, oh hail. He has saved me. He has saved me. He has saved me. He has saved me. Jesus 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 saved me. I see your sunburned skin, back bent over bricks. I see your anxious face, listening for the wind. Rest your weary bones. Smooth your worried brow. Love we have all day. Come rest with me now. Scrambling for your dream.
Happy Sabbath, everyone. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, so that whosoever believe in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Here and the reading of the word.
Good morning, church. It's been a little bit since I've been here. Last time I was with you, it was Mother's Day a year ago. Had the opportunity to be with you and worship with you. Wanted to bring to your attention some amazing things that are happening at Winnipeg. For the last 3 weeks, we have had baptisms at camp every single week. Now, I want you to put this into perspective. It is no longer summer camp. We have people who have been impacted by the ministry, by camp ministry, and made decisions for Jesus Christ at camp, and they want to come back to camp and be baptized in the lake, commemorating their decision for Jesus Christ. Amen. So I unfortunately am missing a baptism to be here with you guys today, but that's okay. We have something special where those who are baptized at camp, they get a special commemorative baptismal towel. And so the pastor is presenting that for me for today. But in case you have not heard, we have some amazing things happening at camp, and that is we are under a capital campaign for a new Pathfinder Lodge. Some people have said, well, why do we need a new lodge? It's a youth camp. What's the deal? Well, there's several reasons. As we look at our constituency and as camp ministry has grown through the years, the needs of our constituency have changed. If you've been in the Pathfinder Lodge, you know that it is basically dorm style, 2 wings, and at the end of each wing are your bathrooms and your showers. For some of our constituents, that's not a big deal. But you think about those that need handicap accessibility. You think about those who have families. You know what it's like to have to bathe your child, take them down the hall, give them a bath, take them back. Who's going to watch them while you guys get the picture. So what we are looking at is a new lodge that will be multi-use. And what I mean by that is youth is still the primary focus of Camp Winnipeg. This new lodge will be able to be used for summer camp and then also be able to accommodate our families and youth groups and church groups who come in the non-summer camp season. That's the primary reason for the new lodge. Plus, it does give us a little bit more lodging accessibility accommodations, the number that we can accommodate. You're saying, okay, Tana, I don't have a lot of money. I really believe in camp. What difference can my money make? We have a campaign called Mites to Millions. Just as the widow gave her mite in faithful giving, she was blessed and the ministry was blessed. We calculated it out for those that are baptized members of the Southern New England Conference. If each baptized member were to give $5 a month for 1 year, we would raise $1 million off of $5. So this is the challenge that we want to put before those who believe in camp ministry. $5 a month. And if you can do more, great. But we believe the Lord will bless those mites in the ministry that we have. I do have some flyers for you. If you have any questions, you can also grab me afterwards. But I know that you aren't here to hear me today. You're here to hear my husband give you the word this morning. So I thank you for this time, and I thank you for your continued prayers as we move camp ministry forward in the conference.
Good morning, church. I don't like electronics, but it's kind of something we have to deal with, isn't it? I want to thank you for this opportunity to come and speak to you this morning. I think it was Monday. My days run together now. I got this phone call asking me, could I come speak? Because I know your pastor is probably in his last days of his honeymoon and be heading home from Italy. And he had on the list to speak today someone by the name of Allison. Well, there's only 2 Allisons in the conference that we know of. So Julie called and asked if either one of us was scheduled to preach. I said, well, today's your lucky day. We had scheduled a lunch with some friends, and that lunch got turned to dinner like a half hour before you called. And so I gladly accepted this opportunity. For those of you who don't have a clue who I am Brian Allison, as Mrs. K said, and I am the Associate Superintendent for Education for the Southern New England Conference. But I want to spend a little bit of time today talking about Adventist education before I get into the sermon, but most importantly, thanking you for your support of Adventist education. Your support of Adventist education has 15 kids at your school, Amesbury Seventh-day Adventist Church School. Your support of Adventist education through our Plus One program, which is giving 1% of your tithe, just if you pay 10% to the church, to the conference to help support ministry, the education department asks for 1%. It's called Plus One. It's found on our church giving site for the conference, or you can just write Plus One on your tithe envelope. It makes no difference. It will still get to us. But because of that, we've been able to accomplish a lot of things we haven't been able to do in the past. We have helped pay for removing asbestos from 2 schools, so completely abating 2 of our schools that had asbestos. We have bought playground equipment, resources for teachers in the classrooms, and we have spent this summer just about $15,000 sending teachers for requested professional development to different programs all over this country. This is only because of the support of Plus One. And we thank you. We thank you for that. You know, being a parent, I realized quickly the awesome responsibility